G'day, Clint Adams here, President of your association, the Master Landscapers of South Australia. I haven't done a video for a while, so I thought I should get back on your screens and give you a bit of an idea of what we've been working on over the last couple of months, and then also what we've got coming up. Now, I have a list here. Obviously, as I've talked about before, Amanda is super detail oriented and didn't want me to miss anything. So this probably won't be as free-flowing as videos that I've made for you in the past, but I don't want to miss anything. So today, entries for your awards are open. I encourage you to go have a look at the awards platform and get an understanding of what you might need to do to enter those awards. The process is a lot simpler than it ever has been in the past. We've got an awards platform that we use to manage the awards, so it should be smoother than it has been, but the reality is we need a lot of information in order to be able to judge the awards well. Unlike some other industries and associations, your awards are judged on site, and the logistics of that is quite complicated, but we don't want it to not be like that. We think that's the best way to judge, and so getting the most information we can inside that platform gives you the best chance to be judged fairly and evenly because all the information is there. So I encourage you to have a look at that. On the awards, November 19th, the awards when they're being awarded. Make sure you get that in your calendar. Start thinking about how many people you're going to be bringing along to that. Obviously, it's a good opportunity to potentially have a staff Christmas show or something along those lines and tie it all together. Spend some time with the people in your industry, and it was a great night. Obviously, anyone that was there last year would have seen how good it is, and obviously how big it's become. So we expect to have even more numbers this year at the same location. Member renewals. So obviously Amanda's team have sent out renewals thanks to the almost 55% of you that have already renewed your membership. I encourage anyone that hasn't to jump on that as soon as you can. Obviously, if you want to be able to continue attending the great events that we're having and obviously enter the awards, then membership is vital. We are a not-for-profit volunteer organisation, and without the support of the sponsors and the members, we cannot continue to keep working towards improving your association, your industry. Finally, events. Obviously, some of you you'll be aware that there was the Buddies Board and Brews event on the 5th of July just gone. Thanks to all of you that took the time out of your afternoon and evening to come along to that. Those events are a great opportunity for the board to meet members and obviously interact with sponsors. You might be thinking, well, who cares? Why is that important? For me, it's super important to get an understanding of what the community landscape designers, landscape maintenance professionals are wanting from us as a board, and it gives us a real world pulse on what's happening in the industry. So without you coming along to those events, we're kind of flying blind and just assuming that we're doing the right thing. So thanks to those that came along, and I encourage you, if you are members, take advantage of these opportunities. You know, we've got more events in the next 12 months than we've ever had before, and it puts a lot of pressure on the team, but no one in the team minds because, you know, we're all passionate about driving change and improvement in the industry. So, you know, I'll list off a few of the events that we've got coming up, and if you can get along to them, I encourage you to do so. We've tried to give a diverse range of events so that we are covering, you know, design, maintenance, and construction. That will lead me into the next event. So the 18th of July, tomorrow, we have a designer roundtable starting at Festival Plaza and then moving across to the pub across the road. I don't have the exact details, but they'll be all through your emails. There will be a team member from Outside Ideas there to talk about the Festival Plaza construction, and also Pete from Yardsticks will be facilitating the conversation on the other side of the road. We've had I think Amanda was saying there's something like 20 people coming to that at the moment. It might be a little bit less. If you're in design and you want to spend time with like-minded individuals and, you know, have some really detailed and creative conversations around design, I really encourage you to get along to this. I think it would be, it's the design world, probably more so than the construction world. There's a lot of solopreneurs doing design, and I think sometimes you can get caught being on an island with your own thoughts, and, you know, design's such a creative thing that I think you can't get anything but benefit from spending time with other designers and talking about ideas and what's going on in the world. 9th of August, we have a CITF Levy 101. I don't fully understand what that is, I'll be really honest. There's a lot going on. Obviously, Amanda runs this, and I kind of find out on the fly. So I guess it is what it sounds like, a CITF Levy 101, 9th of August. You'll get more information. There'll be something in an email coming out. But if that sounds like something that you might be interested to be involved in, I just encourage you to put it in your calendar and keep your eye out for further information. 16th of August, we have a member mastery event. Those events have been put together to help businesses further educate their team around things that they may not be doing on site. So we obviously work with manufacturers and resellers, bring in specialists in their field, spend a day talking to you and your staff, or maybe just sometimes your staff, about techniques and tricks and tips on different products that might be existing in the industry or that are coming into the industry. So I think for a lot of you, you get so busy day to day just running the business or working in the business that sometimes you don't get time to look at this thing. And we do a lot of training in my businesses, and our recent attendance has shown that there is a massive hunger for knowledge. And as a business owner myself, I know that the more time and money that you put into training your staff, the more you're going to get back in return. And that if you don't provide those opportunities, sadly, sometimes there will be other businesses that will. And I see it as a very ideal and strong retention technique to make sure that you're training your staff. And, if you don't, you're going to have long-term untrained staff or no staff. So have a look at that. I didn't want that to sound that dramatic, but it kind of did. The last one, landscape licensing. This is a super important one. Amanda has been working on this for a while, and she's been her hard work and probably a little bit of luck has enabled her to get the commissioner from CBS to come to our event on the 6th of September and talk to you around licensing. Now, I think the two things that pop up in my mind as most common membership requirements and discussions are the awards and licensing. So we've got both of those coming up. I encourage you to take advantage of those opportunities. The answer to the question is, what do I get from my membership? Is access to these events and access to this advocacy, and obviously supporting an industry association that's trying to support your industry. So if you can get along, take advantage of it. I will be at most of those events, and so I look forward to seeing you. As with all the videos, I say if you want to communicate with us, by all means do so. You've obviously got access to all our emails and information. I'm very easy to find. So I'd love feedback. Is what we're doing what you want us to do? Because without that feedback, we don't really know, and we're kind of just moving in the direction that we believe is right. But I acknowledge that this is a democratic, board-led and member association, and I never want it to get taken to a level where it's individual-led, and just board-led. So please engage with us. Please come along to these events. Support the sponsors that are supporting the association that's supporting your industry, and let us know what your thoughts are. That is it. Thank you so much for watching another video. I look forward to seeing you all really soon, and look forward to a very, very early spring.